Hello, my name is Mariana and this is a reading today for Aquarius. Aquarius, I've done your reading with my own deck, one that I made in 2018. So it's been a few years that this deck is with me, guiding me both personally and professionally. So the cards you'll see are from this deck. And I have to say, maybe you've seen the thumbnail and you went, wow, just as I am completely wow. With your cards today, Aquarius, there are so many major arcana. I feel like you're in this, I feel like you don't even realize how significant this moment is for you. I feel like you're just going on with your day, doing your activities just so naturally, so organically, so easily, like being you to your fullest, that I don't feel like how much support from the universe you have backing you up. And that's why maybe everything feels so easy. But I feel like from what I see from your cards, you know, there's this sense of strengthening who you are, but it's like something that comes from within because there is an important mission for you, Aquarius. I feel like you're coming to a point in your life where whatever you're doing, whether it's professional or in your personal life, I feel like, you know, people are going to be touched by your quality of being unique, your quality of being yourself, you know, regardless of whatever anybody else thinks of you, right? And that is such a special gift because I feel like it's just fair, is just, is right. Because we start your reading with the Justice card, and as soon as this one popped out of the deck, it claimed it. It claimed justice. It was saying justice is here for you. But I feel like this is bigger because of all of the major arcana, you know, it's like it's some sort of rebalancing of humanity as a whole, as a collective. And because we also have the High Priestess, coming next, and they, you know, the High Priestess flew out of the deck very quickly after the Justice, and I just had the sense of this approaching energy, but both of them very feminine, but also very, it's like high standard, very high dimensional, but very powerful, but also both of them, it's like they are so receptive, but also so, they have so much to give for you, Aquarius. And obviously this could be symbolically, right? But I feel like your cards today are talking about something very high frequency, very high dimensional, very universally based, right? It's something that is way beyond our plane, our three-dimensional plane, right? And so just bear with me, I'll try to translate it as it comes, right? And so these two, although they came energetically, you know, being personified by two very powerful women, you know, and with two very different qualities, reason and knowledge. And I know these two things could be very similar, right? But it somehow, yeah, and now they're just correcting me. It's just like, it's almost like it's one consciousness split in two figures to show you two different sides of themselves, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I can explain this very well, but I'm trying. So, reason and knowledge. The difference to me what I'm seeing is that with the justice, this reason is like this duty, this responsibility. And it's funny because this came through the Capricorn reading, the sense of responsibility, right? So there is some sort of responsibility here. But with the High Priestess, this knowledge that it's almost like they're bringing you reason and knowledge, right? So that's why I feel like they want me to distinguish it for you to understand how to use it, right? And so this High Priestess is coming with this knowledge that is not, well, okay, so it is in part coming from outside. So outside sources, right? Books or movies or workshops or, but I feel like mostly this knowledge that she is embodying is one that comes from within. It's like this self-knowledge, right? Because these two, reason and knowledge, it's almost like they're coming to bring justice to the world. And I'll get to the next cards, but I feel like somehow they're passing you their torch, their knowledge, their reason, their sense of responsibility. It's almost like they are communicating to you, especially with this Ace of Swords that followed this High Priestess. They are communicating in a very telepathic kind of way, right? It's just this instant knowing because it's the Ace of Swords. So it's like this is, when a bunch of information comes in this, it encapsulated, right? It's almost like you have to unpack it with time and patience. But I feel like with this Ace of Swords, these two, they're so big, they're so universal, they're so, they're just so boundless and limitless that they had to show up as these two women, these two human figures, but very high level, just to make sure that you understand their message, right? Reason and knowledge, both very, it's like very dry, it's very straightforward, right? There is no playing around, there is no mix and match, there is no additional thoughts. It's like this one clear vision, one clear message, one clear knowing, right? But the beautiful thing is that, as I said, I feel like they're passing you the torch for you to embody this reason and this knowledge, because there is responsibility for you to, the same way that both of them are bringing you this very high frequency information, right? Very encapsulated, but very pure knowledge, pure knowing, right? It's also a big responsibility, right? It's almost like this sense of mission. Now you have a mission, and the mission that they're bringing you is to speak to the world. So how these two cards were coming through, the Ace of Swords and the World, was that it's beautiful because it's so sharp that, each card is coming with one word only, right? So there is no confusion, right? There is no excess of information, as I said. So with this Ace of Sword, what came through very powerfully was word. Just that, word, right? The power of the word. And so the world, right? And it's this play of words. the word to the world, you see, is very simple, but it's so straight to the point, right? It's so sharp, it's so clear. And, you know, this is what I'm sensing, that is this divine justice coming to bring balance to the world through word, right? Through your speaking, through your communication, with a very clear mind, with a very clear vision of what you're supposed to say, Aquarius. So there is this sense of responsibility of you speaking to the world. So I see the sense of, it's like these two, I'm just questioning if they're here to stay with you as you deliver the messages, or if they're just here to pass you the torch, you know, and they're gonna leave. But I'm not sure yet. I feel like they're gonna stick around for a while until you get just the, you know, just for you to get comfortable with embodying this position, embodying this responsibility, right? And so it is a big responsibility here, right? The word, delivering the word to the world. But I feel like it's necessary. It's like this. Now I'm seeing a key, right, with this Ace of Swords. So it's like your word clears other people's minds, but also unlocks their mind, if you know what I mean. It's just so, it's unbelievable, like how clear and sharp my mind is right now with these two energies, right? It's almost like they clean up the excessive information, right? So these two cards next are also very big, and I feel like somehow it's just like, it's like this sense of just embodying this place, just you know, wearing this clothes that were just made for you. But because, okay, Judgment, Sun, and Four of Pentacles. I feel like this is a process of you becoming familiarized with this responsibility, right? Because it is very big. It demands your clear vision. So for that to remain pristine, you know, there is a lot of responsibility in your part too, Aquarius, to keep it that way, you know what I mean? And so that's the reason why I feel like the Justice and the High Priestess are going to stay with you for a little while until you get accustomed to it, right? And so here, this is what this Judgment is telling me, is that there is like this, it's almost like this trial, right? This process of, it's almost like, this is interesting. It's almost like, you know, Justice being this superior judge, right? But also the High Priestess. Remember, as I said, they both belong to the same soul group, the same, it's almost like this, the same over soul, but they're coming as two, just to make sure that we understand and you understand the difference between reason and knowledge, right? But, and so they're coming as these superior judges that are coming to assist you, but also with this judgment, they want to see how you deliver this message, right? With the word for the world. So they're going to stay here for a little bit, just to analyze, right? And, you know, see if well, I was gonna say, see if you are capable of really embodying this role of delivering this message to the world. But I feel like with the sun, especially with the sun and the Four of Pentacles, I feel like right away there's a sense of this belongs to you. You do it so naturally. It's like you're irradiating such bliss, such light with your word, right? With your speaking, that, you know, this judgment will be in your favor, right? This process of analyzing from a distance, but not too far away from you, right? Because I feel like this High Priestess and the Justice, they're really close by. They're watching over you. They want to see how you incorporate this gift, is how it's coming through, right? So it's like this development process, but I feel like they already see your potential with the sun, right? So that's why I'm saying that whatever trial is going on, that, you know, it's very cosmic, and perhaps you're not even aware, but, you know, it's this energy of really big, powerful consciousness surrounding you, taking care of you, but, you know, giving you this responsibility for you to carry over it, you know, just carry on doing it, right? And I feel like there is a lot of brightness in you, Aquarius, that they already see. And so that's why in the first place they came to you, is how I'm feeling. But with this Four of Pentacles, in a more tangible kind of way, in a more earthy point of view, I feel like this process is going to sediment, is going to create this foundation for you that creates stability for the next steps, right? It's almost like these are the first steps. These are the energies that are helping you ground yourself, for you to know that you have this safe place whenever you want to ground yourself back into you, right? And just recharge your energy, is how I'm seeing, because you have so many powerful energies around you, and it's just in the same, it's like this reflection of the greatness that you're about to embody, you know, this really big role that you're about to step in, into the world, right? And maybe in a very public kind of way, but it's like this, it's this necessary grounding phase for you to shine even brighter, right? So this is where this part of your reading ends. It's already super enormous, like very magical and very cosmic and very just like, it's very it carries a lot of responsibility, Aquarius. But I'm going to pull more cards, and also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes as a final guidance for you in the extended reading. So if you want to come to the extended with me, I'll be happy to see you there. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.